Right then, not got long today, so just going to try and do a bit of a quick play through. This is Aussie rules. Victoria, which suggests Melbourne. AIA, Australia. Carlton Draft doesn't look like super new. Is that going to be Fremantle Dockers? I mean, Victoria suggests Melbourne. Does Melbourne have an area called Fremantle? It's got docks. Docklands. There is a stadium in the Docklands. Is that going to be good enough? It would be nice to see Fremantle labelled, or maybe the insignia on the pitch. But it's set up for cricket at this point. But we do have AFL, Australian football, so it's obviously a site which is used for that. Let's just go for it. In terms of when this is, I don't know, 2010? Can we see anyone on phones in the thing? Not really. I don't see lots of people kind of filming. I don't know. 2010 seems it doesn't feel super recent to me. Like some of this design, like this stuff looks a little old school. But they've got one of those hovering cameras, which I think is reasonably new technology. 2011. Let's go with that. 2013. Oh, okay, so it was. Oh, it looks like it was in a different stadium. All right, well, that's fine. Let's go next round. Directory. Monuments in the moonlight. That looks like Washington, DC. Doesn't it? Isn't that the Capitol building in Washington? So this is going to be First Street. All right, let's go DC. Let's look on First Street and see what buildings are on it. 13th Street, 11th, 6th, 2nd, First Street. Do we have is this like a station? Some kind of transport hub? Or is it, maybe we're actually in the capital? Not sure what this is. What's that? Post office label. I mean, let's maybe look at some of the buildings. I wonder whether we're actually in the capital. We've got First Street. We're in some kind of building with pillars and stuff. We've got a picture over here of, there's a Shake Shack. I wonder if I can find a Shake Shack. There's a pizza place and a Subway. It really feels like we'd expect the Shake Shack to show up assuming it's still there, which I imagine it must be. I'm also thinking that must make it quite recent. How far out before we can still see things? I think maybe let's pop it near the capital. Like down here. What does that Rayburn thing look like? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's food stuff in there. Whatever. Let's go for it. Let's pop it in this building there. And let's say that it's 2020, like, sometime quite recently. Got any masks on anybody? What is that? That looks like football, like soccer. World Cup. Tickets. I think Capital. There's a pizzeria. It's very confusing. I wouldn't have thought the Capitol building would have loads of food outlets in it. Massachusetts Avenue. Oh no, some sits. First. Independence Ave. Constitution Ave. Massachusetts Avenue. First Street. Are we going to be in like one of these buildings? I mean, Massachusetts Avenue and First Street, they intersect here. Unless it's this building. Let's just pop it like on the intersection between those two streets, because that seems legit, doesn't it? Let's just say it's 2022. Oh, it's 2024. First Street. And it was a transport hub. All right, well that was a bit of a faff. Pankner Zebi. Stanislav. This looks Polish to me. Warsaw. Piotrkowska. I don't think we have time to find the exact street here. Let's just plonk this down in the middle of Warsaw. That'll have to do. In terms of when this is, oh gosh, quite a long time ago, like very long time ago, I would say. There's not really any vehicles to give us any clues. Photo quality is dreadful. 1910? Is that too old? It looks pretty old, although it looks like car markings on the road, I would say. Or maybe it's horse and cart. Not sure. Pretty old. Like, 1912. Why not? Oh, way off. And we weren't even in Warsaw either. Oh, blimey. That was bad from a time perspective. That has lost us many, many points. And it was actually in Lodz. Right, let's try and salvage some points here. This is Greek. United States lines, Greek lines. Barclays Bank DCO. Right, these cars look 60s, maybe somewhere early 60s. Question is, are we in Greece? There seems to be quite a lot of stuff written in Greek. Sakarop, Lastion, Caphenion, Estiatorion, Kentron. I think this must be in Greece. But like, it's odd to me that there's... Oh, Cyprus. It's in Cyprus. Should we say it's in this Nicosia place? Sure. 1962. 2 years off, pretty close. Okay, good. That's an improvement. Round 5. Louisiana Purchase Oh, is this the what do they call it? The exhibition, the world thing. I can't remember what they call it now. These people look pretty Edwardian. So I think we're way back. Where was the, whatever it's called, the world thing? Ugh, I don't really know. I mean, I'm thinking this is probably in the US. I'm thinking it might even be a bit earlier than this. Well, we've got all these, lights have existed for a long time. Baby incubators. Oh, yeah, I heard about this. Where? I want to say it's like somewhere in like this section. I have something in the back of my mind says it was in Canada, but I'm not so sure about that. I don't know. I'm not confident about this. Could it even have been in California? I mean, Louisiana Purchase. Could it possibly be that it was somewhere down in Louisiana? Maybe? That building? Could it have been in like New Orleans? Oh, I don't know. I'm torn now between going actually in Louisiana. Could be in any of these places. Way back when. Gonna have to just choose something here. I'm pretty confident it's a long time ago. Could even be further back, like into the 1900s. Let's pop it in. This could be way off. This could be really, really far off. But let's go for it. Let's just go for it. Okay. Native was St. Louis, Missouri. Okay, and it was 1904, so it was even earlier. What's that done? 40,000. Over 40k. It's quite an odd one today. 2 this one really. This was a terrible year. Guess 22 years. 0 points for the year. Yeah. All right. Well, interesting day. Went in a bit of a rush, but not too bad. Not too bad.